There you go. A while back I was doing a talk at Araluen about my business, Yaks Mowing, and I was talking about lawns, so talking about a little bit of native plant stuff, and then at the end I got asked a question about if I've kind of combined both and had native grasses within lawn care, like planted stuff like Wallaby Grass, and it kind of stuck in my brain, and I was like, oh, that's actually like a really good question. Why haven't I thought of that? I mean, I don't do landscaping in my business. I'm more of a maintenance gardener person. But I thought when I saw this at the native nursery, the girl's voice went into me brain. It was like, it's wallaby grass. Why don't you try planting native plants, native grasses? And I was like, well, why not? So I've got a little section in my lawn that's died off because of foot traffic. There's a lot of foot traffic there. But I reckon if I plant this over in the corner there, I'm going to give it a crack and see if this can grow. And if it can grow, I'll just take away the actual other lawn and see if wallaby grass can be across this whole thing and have a native lawn. That would be bloody amazing. But I've got to see if it works here, because it's actually not from WA, it's from kind of southern Australia. So you've got your New South Wales up in Queensland, you've got bloody a little bit of Adelaide in a little section there, if I've got my sources right. But yeah, so I'm going to give it a crack over there. I'm going to dig out a little section. We're going to not mow it. It says to not mow it shorter than 8 centimetres, so still quite high on it. If you leave it, it grows quite large. So we've got to definitely mow it. Yeah, it looks legit. It looks like kind of a cross between buffalo and kikuyu. So I'm pretty excited to give it a crack. If you want to know its actual name, it's called Rhytodonsospira cassiponisoniums. I would practice that and say it properly, but I find it more funny when I do it shit. The whole thing around these is when you put it in the ground, because it's a native, it doesn't need as much water as the other lawn. So if it works, might be onto something here, you know what I mean? That's our entrance to our house. So we go along and we walk and it compacts it, and usually I pitchfork it and it comes back again. But what I'm thinking is we just not walk on this section and we'll plant it right here. So yeah, if you want to give this a crack, this is what it's going to look like up here. I don't know if I've got that many photos of it, but we'll see. But that's the bigger version of it, and one of them is that one, is if it's not cut, it just becomes a big bush. But yeah, all lawn kind of does that. If you look at kikuyu, if you leave kikuyu for ages, it goes into a big scary clump that you see in overgrown mowing videos. So yeah, normal stuff.